so fetch.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kaiya, and today we are going to be listening to EDGE of Sanity, a Swedish death metal band. I am so excited about EDGE of Sanity. Y'all have been wanting me to listen to them for a very long time, so here we are. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. I post weekly videos documenting my metal journey as a brand new metalhead. I also have a Discord, the Mosh Pit. There's an invite link down below in my description, as well as my P.O. box if you want to send something to be featured in one of my metal unboxing videos. The song we're going to be listening to is Enigma, and this is off of their album Unorthodox. Ooh. Cello? Nice.
Confess your sins to God, don't be afraid. Just like me your best and not your pain. I can heal your wounds and ease your soul, but never return almost like you stole.
Ooh. What is actually happening, though?
God gives you shelter at heaven's shore. Abandon your thoughts to the mind.
Ooh.
Into the chapel of holiness. Live for the sacred empire.
Nice.
Say no things here. Regret and tear. Do you remember what you said? Ooh, I did that. Man, just wanted to see it. That's your duty. Selfless, you are calling to confess your sins.
Ooh. Whoa! Somebody said on Wikipedia that they were like Opeth in the fact that they fused extreme metal styles with death and black metal and kind of progressive rock. Seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. One thing I've just noticed is there's a lot of like these little groove pockets, these transitions. I love how it started with this cello, then it goes into this sort of death metal thing. I'm getting, the cleans kind of reminds me a little bit of Opeth, but the true death metal side of this is very like Gorgutsy, Suffocation-esque in a way. You had like, I think there was like the church organ thing. It's kind of reminding me of Between the Buried and Me, with how different it is. It's just there's so much going on, but let's continue.
The sorrow, the funeral, and only fall with pseudo lyrics.
his delivery of this like deep note with this very melodic guitar riff. Enigma. I'm just going to bring it back just a tad. Switching it up. Ugh. Interesting way that ended. Did you notice that? It was a little bit different. Most of the chorus, or I guess that most of that verse part, had a lot of reverb, but it's almost like he like patched himself in at the very end to sing that line, because it was very dry, and then they added sort of like this effect to it almost, because it wasn't super wet sounding with all the reverb. I don't know, just noticed that. Nice. What is this song? I love that. It was like a little evil laugh. Whoa. There is so much going on with this song. We're almost done, so I'm going to let it play it through. But holy cow, there's like 8 million chapters and groove pockets and melodic little sections. I got lost in the sauce before we went into this section. But let's finish this song out. Cello. Oh. farty bass. Oh my gosh. Do you hear that? That was like some deep farty bass. Oh my Lord. Also sounded a little like they brought the cello back for the very end. It could also have just been the bass, but I don't think so. Because it definitely sounded more of like a longer held out note underneath that right before we get into this sort of bass breakdown. This song, I can't believe this is from 1992. It reminds me so much of Between the Buried and Me. And I know that Between the Buried and Me is after Edge of Sanity, but that's what it's reminding me of just because there's so much going on. I'm getting, like I said, it's not the same. Cattle Decapitation-ish. Especially the transitions that they have between like their more death metal parts into their melodic sections. I'm kind of getting a little bit of inspiration there for Cattle Decap. And I mentioned a couple other bands that they're reminding me of, but for some reason my brain is farting and I'm not remembering it. Yeah. What do we think about Edge of Sanity? I've heard that they were so they're like one of the first bands to fuse like death metal, black metal, I'm assuming melodic death metal in with like progressive rock. Unorthodox. So this is their second record. Again, another Swedish death metal band, just like Dissection. So they released this record just a few years before Dissection's album, the second record that we listened to, which I can't remember the name of, Storm of the Light's Bane. So they released, Edge of Sanity released Unorthodox just like 3 years, I think, before Dissection's Storm of the Light's Bane, which I read that was also a polarizing record, one of the first albums to do like melodic death metal mixed with black metal. Though primarily death metal, some tracks on this album foreshadow the shift to more melodic sounds, which would take shape in 1993's The Spectral Sorrows. This is also the first Edge of Sanity album, one of the first death metal albums to feature clean vocals, which appear briefly in the track Enigma. Hold on, this is also the first and one of the first death metal albums to feature clean vocals? Is that a real thing? This is a seminal moment between Dissection and Edge of Sanity. We're seeing like the merge of black metal and death metal mixed with melodic elements to create this kind of like new genre-ish. That's really interesting. So what do you think about Unorthodox, the album? What do you think about Edge of Sanity as a whole? And tell me more about their impact with metal as a whole, and how this band relates with Dissection, because they're both Swedish death metal bands. And it seems like they were kind of coming out with music around the same time. Are there any like connections with Edge of Sanity and Dissection? Definitely a seminal moment for the channel right now. I feel like I've just unlocked another piece of like metal history here. So let me know what your thoughts are down below on Edge of Sanity and this album Unorthodox. What do you think about them? Have you seen them live? And yeah, I'd like to know more. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see y'all very, very soon. Bye, you guys.